Forgotten history, urban legends, abandoned places, and paranormal are just some of the topics buried in America's fabric. As these incredible journeys get documented, we encourage everyone to watch as we explore them to find out what exactly is buried in America. In the small town of Mineola lies one of the most haunted locations in East Texas, the House of the Raccoon. Over the years, this eerie place has been the source of chilling paranormal tales, its secrets deeply embedded within its walls. To uncover the truth, paranormal investigators Jason, Wendy, and I, Gene, decided to explore this mysterious site and discover what is hidden in America's past.
My name is Delene Allen, and I am the librarian and museum director for the city of Quitman, a neighboring town to Mineola, Texas. I met Heidi, the owner of the House of the Raccoon, also known as the O.P. Pyle House, while she was conducting research about this property at the library where I work. She invited me to visit this house, and I'll say my first impression was that of stepping back in time. This house casts a haunting spell over East Texas. It was erected in 1903 by O.P. Pyle, and it stands on land once traversed by the Wichita Indian tribe, also known as the Raccoon people. This historic residence is a distinctive example of Queen Anne style, meticulously designed by local craftsman Zahn Wren and his brothers William and Frank Wren. Having withstood the test of time, this house has witnessed significant historical events, including the Civil War, and has attracted a medley of supernatural entities that still linger within its walls. Located on grounds once roamed by the Wichita Indian tribe, the house serves as a spiritual nexus, creating a portal for various intensities of spiritual activity. Some have reported encounters with negative spiritual energy and unsettling experiences, particularly within the cottage located behind this house. Adding to the mystique, the property holds the resting place of the parents of its longtime owner, Heidi, who has served as steward of this house for many years. The house stands now as a testament to the intertwined history and otherworldly mysteries that continue to captivate those who dare to explore its enigmatic corridors.
The House of the Raccoon is rich in layers of history and legend. We reached out to another historian to learn more about its enchanting stories.
My name is Eugene Allen. I'm a retired correctional officer for the state of Texas and historian. My first time going to the House of the Raccoon was with my wife Delene for a holiday party. I was impressed by the architecture and its connection to Civil War history. When it comes to Civil War history, there is no other property in Mineola that is as rich as it is of the House of the Raccoon. It is believed that a Confederate Army officer named David Aiken haunts this place to this day. He led the 7th Carolina Infantry during pivotal moments in the war between the states, and somehow ended up in Mineola before it was even called Mineola. He ended up taking care of an elderly lady that was living in a structure where the House of the Raccoon stands today. When the lady passed away, he passed away a couple of months later. Numerous paranormal events strongly suggest that his spirit haunts the House of the Raccoon, also known as the O.P. Pyle House, actively warding off negative entities that protect the property. Another entity named Sergeant J.H. Randall, a Civil War veteran, was employed on the railroads near Mineola in the 1870s. There are beliefs that he mistreated prisoners who worked alongside him on the railroads. Going as far as committing murder, it is thought that his lingering spirit may be connected to the property, potentially tethered to an unidentified object as well.
Before performing a paranormal investigation, we decided to sit down with the owner Heidi to learn about her paranormal experiences.
Hello, my name is Dr. Heidi Hoke, and I'm owner of the Raccoon House, also known as the O.P. Pyle House. I'm a doctor of naturopathy. I have a master's in homeopathy, and then I have another doctorate in holistic health. Besides my practice here, I want to share with you the wonderful experiences that are available here of spiritual paranormal activity. So many people have had such various experiences, and all of them have been very individual. Mine was one evening when I was in the library. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I distinctly heard hooves going from the floor to the ceiling. They sounded not as heavy as horses' hooves, but they were definitely hooves. And when I told my husband about it the next morning, he was a bit amazed. And as he got out of bed, he noticed 3 distinct bloody scratches from his knee to his ankle. That was very disturbing. And so in that time, we've also had other people who've experienced being shoved, scratched, pushed. We've had cherry tobacco smells, perfume, Pond's cold cream. We've had apparitions. We've had so many different sights that have been seen, misty sights, children looking out the window, entities looking inside the window. And I invite you to come and have your own experience, your own individual experience.
After learning more about the House of the Raccoon, it was time for us to perform our investigation.
Is there anyone in this room that wants to speak to us right now?
Temperature is 75. It just went off.
If you're a woman, can you make it turn yellow?
Whoa! You see that? It went all the way up to red, dude. Look, if you're a male, can you light it up to yellow for me? It did. It did light it up to yellow. It did light to yellow. All right. Are you between the ages of? Or if you're between 40 to 50 years old, can you make it light up yellow again?
No.
Okay. Are you 45? 46? 46?
46.
Now that we figured out the entity's age, it's time to get its name.
Bradley?
Is it Bradley? If it's Bradley, make it light all the way up to red. It's trying.
Yeah.
But that ain't a confirmation for me though. You got to make that light all the way to red if your name is Bradley. It's definitely trying. 'Cause I can see that.
B in the office.
Is your name Brad? Brent? Bradley?
After getting the entity's name, we pushed to see if it knew of another entity named James Randall, who goes by the nickname Boss Man.
There's an entity here that I've heard about called the Boss Man. Do you know him? If you do, make it light all the way up to red for me. What the heck was that?
That was the cat.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
No, it was like, oh, 75.6. Okay, watch yourself on that.
Bradley, are you still with
Wait.
us?
Okay, we have a cat. We have a cat right here, okay?
Okay.
There are cats in here, so we have to be very careful about, shadows. Also, look at that. Look at this little kitty. Look, wait.
Oh.
Wait, well, the cat doesn't want it to be on film, I guess.
Since the cat didn't want to be on film, we decided to continue our conversation with Bradley about the Boss Man.
I'm going to try a different instrument, okay? And I want you to communicate with us through this, okay? Let me see if I can fire it up.
Stay with us, Bradley.
Bradley, are you with us?
Yes.
I heard a yes. Do you know an entity named Boss Man? What? Let me make some adjustments to see if you can come through a little bit more. Okay. Do you know an entity named Boss Man? Yes. Is he in this house right now? What? What did that say? Yeah, I heard it, yeah. What's wrong?
I just got hot.
You got hot? Well, it says 91 on your forehead.
During our investigation, Wendy started feeling warm, so Jason stepped in to ask questions about the one known as the Boss Man.
Does the boss man not want to talk to us?
No. Why not? Why does the Boss Man not want to talk to us? Do what?
Since we were no longer getting anything on our spirit box, we decided on a different approach to get the Boss Man to communicate with us.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to talk to Boss Man. What did you say?
Talk.
Talk. Yes, I want to talk. Go get him. Please? Can you go get him? I want to talk to Boss Man right now.
We had a lot of difficulty trying to get the Boss Man to communicate, so we decided on a different line of questioning.
We got to figure out a way to get Boss Man to communicate.
Right.
Okay? Watch out. You might be near an outlet. Can you go get the Boss Man for me? What? When?
I heard say
I want the Boss Man now. Can you go get him? Okay. Well then, I'll wait. What? What did it say? Well, you just said you were going to get the Boss Man. Temperature is 73 still.
Would you get the Boss Man for me?
Well, I'm sitting here. You said you were going to go get the Boss Man. You're not going to go get the Boss Man. Then you tell me that you're going to go get the Boss Man. I'm just going to sit right here until you go get him. I'm not going to leave. I'm not ever going to leave until you go get the Boss Man. What? Oh God!
You okay?
No, get it off my back.
Oh my God!
After that terrifying incident, we took a break and regrouped.
Man, that was weird. That was. Did you see anything like an insect or anything like that? Did you see anything like that?
No.
I mean, I think the scratching, because it wasn't like a scratch mark or anything like that. I scratched myself when I was scratching.
Yeah.
Because it felt like, the best way I can describe it is like something like put like hot coals.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like right there on my back, you know? That's what it felt like. It felt like at first like a sting and then like a burning sensation, not like a scratch, you know, or anything like that. So I think what you saw was
the red when you was.
Yeah, but because it was actually like I couldn't reach it,
Right.
you see, because it's like up here, like up here, but I couldn't reach it.
I just know you really get it off. And
Yeah, I
was
mean,
freaking
because
out,
I thought it might be an insect or something, but I didn't see anything.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I looked at my, when we were on break, I went ahead and I looked. I didn't see anything. It's still tender, but I think it's going to be okay. But I said we go ahead and we pick back up. I definitely don't want to go back in there. All right. I learned my lesson. We're not going to call the boss man. And I also think that maybe they were pleading with us not to, and maybe that was the reason why.
Right.
So look, we're going to go upstairs and start that. Yeah, I'm going to take one too.
We headed upstairs to see what we could find as we continued our investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is dead silent now. Okay, I think we're gonna go with 2 on this one.
Mine's active.
Okay, that one's active, this one right here. So, all right. So, whoever that was down there communicating with us, I believe your name was Bradley? Bradley or was it Bradley?
Bradley.
Bradley, are you still with us? Mine went off too.
It's still you, Bradley?
Yeah.
Bradley.
I'm gonna hold it this over here. It went off.
Bradley, are you still here with us?
The entity known as Bradley was still interested in communicating with us. We decided to see if it knew how many entities roamed the property.
Bradley, I'm going to ask you another question. I'm going to say a number range. Can you tell me how many entities are here? Is there more than, if there's more than 10, light it up to the yellow for me. Is there more than 10 entities? Is there more than 15 entities? Okay.
Less than 10.
Yeah, is it less than 10 entities? Bradley, are you even still here? Bradley?
As time went by, the entity known as Bradley started becoming weaker. We continued to see if it knew how many entities haunted the House of the Raccoon.
Bradley, are you still with us?
Mine lit up, but it's like it's getting weaker or something.
Yeah.
Mine lit up. Mine's lighting up. Yours is lighting up.
You're good.
Bradley, I'm going to ask you this question again. Is there less than 10 entities here? If so, can you light it up to yellow? Okay, if there's more than 10 entities, okay, it did light it up. Okay, to confirm that, Bradley, I'm going to need you to do that again for me, okay? Can you light it up to yellow if there's less than 10 entities here? You're lighting it up, it did light up to yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's less than 10 entities, all right? So we can start there. Bradley, is there less than 5 entities here? If so, can you light it up to yellow? This one's faintly lighting, but it's not lighting up to yellow. Bradley, if there's more than 5 entities, can you make this light up to yellow? It did. It didn't do it on this one, but it did hit that one. So we're dealing with something that's more than 5, less than 10.
Due to Bradley's weakened condition, we used another method to see if it would be easier to communicate with him.
All right. Okay, we're gonna lay that down. All right, I'm going to pull up a different application. This one right here is called a Parabox, okay? And you'll be able to communicate with it. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you can use this device right here in my hand to answer the question, okay? Now, Bradley, is there? You can go ahead and lay that one down. Yeah, just lay it down.
You're still going off.
I don't want you to mess with these right here at all, okay? I want you to only mess with this right here. If there is, so we know that it was 5 between 10, right?
Right.
Are there more females than males that are here? You know what I'm trying to ask? No.
Is there more male?
Or female?
Males or more female entities here?
After getting the device set up, we proceeded to see if there were more males than females that roamed the property.
No. I heard no. I heard no though. Okay. Let me do a session report. No. About IPA's take, so it wasn't a yes, it was a no. Okay. And what? I'm sorry. I mean that's still on my mind about what happened downstairs.
According to our findings, there were more males roaming the land occupied by the House of the Raccoon. As interesting as this was, I was still interested in the boss man.
Apparently, you're saying that there's more males
Right.
than there are females, which would probably make sense, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to ask you another question, okay? Does this boss man does he have a long beard, or does he have a short beard like I do? Okay, I'm going to click on the session report. Here's some it is. I'm taking that as that.
Yes, it's longer.
Yeah, that it is longer.
The question that was asked appeared to be confusing, so we reworded it and asked it again.
Right.
The question was it longer or was it like yours? And he's saying it is, so he could be saying it's like yours.
Okay, then maybe we need to rephrase the question.
Yeah.
All right, rephrase the question.
Hey Bradley, does the boss man have a short beard?
We use time so he can come from. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Okay, let's try a different one. Brad, I tell you what, follow us. Okay, we're gonna come back because you just seem like you don't have a lot of strength up here.
The entity known as Bradley appeared too weak to continue to communicate, so we decided to head back to the first floor.
All right, so we wouldn't really. I think Bradley just wasn't able to get a lot of energy up there, for whatever reason, So that's.
Picking up some energy now.
Bradley, you back with us?
Yeah, see, it's definitely kicking now. So I'm going to try a different tool here to see if it will communicate. Let me go ahead and get it all set up.
After getting a different tool set up, we proceeded to try to communicate with Bradley, hoping that he would answer our questions pertaining to the boss man.
Oh, wow. Bradley, Jason here is going to ask you a question about the boss man's beard.
Hey, Bradley. Is the boss man's beard short?
Says no. That's what I heard. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard no. Does, how old is the boss man? Is he in his 40s? Is the boss man in his 50s? Yeah, the boss man here. Is he in his 50s? It's almost like he went silent. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't want to answer the question. Yeah, yeah.
After several failed attempts to get the boss man's age, we continued to push the entity known as Bradley to see if it would give up the secret.
Is he in his 30s? Yes. Okay, I heard that was a dog that was behind me. Okay? So the boss man is in his 30s, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's that yes.
Okay. Is he older than 35?
No.
No. Okay. Is he 31? K2 is going off. Is he 32?
We started having doubts that Bradley was still with us. We started getting confusing answers pertaining to the boss man's age, but we continued to press forward.
I'm going to start this over. Is he 31? 32? 33? 34? Is he 30? Cut!
Trying to prevent injury to myself, I dropped the device I was holding due to it becoming hot. As I turned around, it felt like something had pushed me, causing me to trip over a mic stand. To prevent other paranormal attacks, we decided to end our investigation and regroup.
We've had a lot of things going wrong, tonight. We've had, we were shorthanded, as far as our staff here, is concerned. But, I think we made it, right? Yeah. I think we made it. We got a lot of good evidence tonight, too.
We got a lot of good evidence.
I definitely got a lot of good evidence because my phone, brand new phone, I got a tag, Facebook tag.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was sitting in here with my meter on the chair, and had been talking to David. And next thing I know.
And by the way, I don't mean to interrupt you, but David was Heidi's husband. Okay, he passed away.
Oh, okay.
Right? He was a real nice man.
Right.
Excellent artist. He made a lot of these, like that steampunk clock right there. He made this table that has the lights. All that stuff on it. He made all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean the light when I was sitting here talking to him, the light, it was like you take a light switch and you go and it went on really fast like that, went on off. And then I was sitting here and I had this in the chair and they were just
I saw that. Did you see that?
And there was several people that seen that. And then as I was sitting here, I don't know who came along, but when I tried to accept a tag on my Facebook page, it started showing pictures of people's faces and everything, like going crazy, like.
And I got something to tell you about that.
And I ran in there and I showed all of y'all that.
Yep, you sure did. And when that happened, okay, the battery okay, both batteries on the light that was nearest to him, when I was doing an interview with Heidi for a different project, they just got zapped.
Right.
Like that.
It all happened at one time.
Right, and then they came all the way back up to full bars, and then the light started doing what? Like a strobe light. Boom,
Right.
boom. I said, man, we need to cut that thing off.
And I don't see I mean, when we put them batteries in, they was hot, and they just died like instant. Just just something just sucked all the juice out.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys, you know, even though we may have been shorthanded, again, I think that we did a really good investigation with the resources that we had. And I took y'all out there to the cottage house, you know, earlier, just to kind of show y'all and told y'all a little bit about what has happened out there in the past. But, you know, this has been a continuing investigation, okay? This Bradley person, that's completely new.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to definitely make a note of that, all right? And when we come back out here next time, we're going to be investigating that out there, and hopefully I'll have some answers about this Bradley guy, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to some other investigators that have come out here, you know, that's done some paranormal work out here to see if they've ever had any interactions with a Bradley. You know, if not, I got some theories of how this person may have gotten here.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But before I say anything about that, I want to do some research first on that.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, I definitely encourage other investigators to come out here, because that's what it's all about.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, investigators coming out here and working together and sharing that research, that knowledge, to try to help figure out what exactly is this boss man entity that's haunting the house of the Raccoon, you know, which some other people, you know it as the OP Pile House. So.
And I'd give anything if I would have just had a camera on my phone.
I know.
I would have I would
And
have
that's
given anything.
And that's the thing about it, you know, when you're getting.
Y'all saw, everybody saw
Yes,
it,
we saw
but
it.
I wished I would have had a camera, or
I know.
it happened when I didn't have any filming on it.
And you know what? That's when most of the things happen
Right.
in paranormal. And almost any investigator is going to tell you the weirdest things happened to me, but I didn't have that camera on it, you know,
Exactly.
et cetera. Like, for example, a good friend of mine, Dusty, we were here, we had a FLIR camera and an SLR camera, and there's a portal in this room that's called the music room. And you can see, with the FLIR, you can actually see it on the floor swirling around. And if you have the SLR, you can see these things coming out, like creatures or something coming out of the structure that Mr. David had made. So like I said, I go back to, we're definitely gonna come back out here. We're gonna do some more research. We're gonna come back, and hopefully we'll have some more answers. And in the meantime, anybody else that wants to come out here, hopefully they'll share that information with Heidi. She can share it with us too, you know, and we can get down to the bottom, like I said earlier, what's haunting the house of the Raccoon.